Yes, I'm a beach and landscape photographer. I like to keep things really simple. And my number one aim is to get the best quality image that I can. I've used Lightroom Classic for about 15 years and only recently moved to PhotoLab 9. And the main reason was because I could get a better quality image out of PhotoLab 9 than I can Lightroom Classic. I did a recent video about this migration and that prompted a comment from Chris Hitchcock. Chris said, "When PhotoLab has decent batch editing features, I'll revisit." So I thought I'd better find out some more. And he went on to say, "On import of raw files in Lightroom, I apply the auto edit function to provide a really good starting point." Fair enough. The lack of the function alone stops me from moving because it saves hours. Very true. However, that inspired in me a challenge. So I thought I would have another look at Lightroom Classic, check out its batch editing features, and just see how they stacked up against PhotoLab 9. Okay, so what are these batch editing features in Lightroom Classic? Well, as Chris mentioned, there's the auto application of a preset during import, auto sync, where you will select a bunch of images, edit one of those images, and those edits ripple through to the other images that you've selected. There's previous settings, which for a landscape photographer, I'm not really too sure. Well, I've never used it, but we'll have another look. And then there's copy and paste. Now, copy and paste is a little bit odd in Lightroom Classic, but you'll see how much more refined it is in PhotoLab 9. Let's check them out. As you probably know, in Lightroom Classic, you can auto apply a preset when you import your images. Now, you can do something very similar with PhotoLab 9, but of course, PhotoLab does not import images as such. Anyway, let me just show you how to set it up because it's very easy to do. So first of all, you need to create a preset of whatever information you like. I've got a preset here for my Sony 7R4 camera and lens. And when I double click it, just to show you the example, that preset selects the correct camera. It alters the lens distortion and corrects that. It has lens sharpness optimization and solves vignetting. So if I want this to be applied when PhotoLab views an image for the first time, I just need to make a small adjustment under Preferences. So that's Edit Preferences. And under the General tab, come down to the section for Correction Settings and Auto Apply Presets. And if you're dealing with raw images, just select the preset. There we go. Click OK. Now every time that PhotoLab 9 comes across a new image, it would apply that preset. In my case, for camera body, lens distortion, lens optimization and vignetting. So let's now check out auto sync settings. This is where, while you're editing one photo, the other selected photos will automatically update in real time. Lightroom Classic does this, and so does PhotoLab 9. Let me just demonstrate. So here I've got 102 images. They're all a variety of images, of course. Just scroll up and down. What I've also done is actually pick out some images that I want to batch update, and I've color coded them blue and green. So let's just go ahead and we'll select all the blue and the green images. There we are, that's easily done, isn't it? Now with these images I'm going to apply a preset. So let's just select them all. So we've got 54 images selected. hit Customize, and I'm just going to apply my basic edit preset to all the images. And already you can see them updating all 54. Now I've noticed that all the blue images are in fact a little bit darker. The exposure's a little bit darker. So I'm going to apply some DxO smart lighting to those to see if we can actually lift those. And I also want to make sure that the blue and the green images are all cropped to a 16:9 crop. So let's go and do that first. Just select the 16:9 and then that will update all the images. It'll take a few seconds, but not too long. All 54 images will be updated. Now I may need to go into particular images just to alter where that crop has taken place. PhotoLab tends to initially crop at the top of the image, so some adjustment might be needed. Anyway, I'm now just going to select the blue images and we'll apply some dark lighting. So let's deselect green. So we're left with just blue images. They're still all selected. Let's apply some smart lighting. And you can see them all updating. So this time there's only 29 images doing that. I think generally the light or the exposure is still a bit dull. So I'm going to increase the exposure on all of them by 0.6 of a stop. And again, that's just taking a few seconds to deal with all of those images as well. So let's just go back to the photo library. And we'll just select the green images again as well. So we've got green and blue. And we can just check. Let's have a look at the green images. Let's select one here. Going to customize so we can see what's happened. And we can see all the green images have had their basic edit and the crop completed. As I say, I might need to adjust the crop, but that's no problem for each image. And if we look at the blue images, we can see they've also had their smart lighting applied and exposure updated. Now for me as a landscape photographer and beach photographer, that is absolutely brilliant. So next up is to have a look at Lightroom Classic's feature, Paste Settings from Previous. Now, as a landscape photographer and a beach photographer, I'm not too sure how useful this might be for me. In actual fact, I've never used it. So let's move on to copy and paste, because I think that's a much more important aspect to look at when it comes to batch editing. Now, before we get into copy and paste with PhotoLab 9, I think it's just worth reminding ourselves about how Lightroom Classic manages copy and paste. For my mind, it's always been a little bit odd, but it always works. So when you're copying settings from one image to another or a group of images, you're presented with this dialog box, and on the dialog box you can select or deselect those attributes of that image that you don't want to paste into the next. PhotoLab 9 works slightly differently, and I think probably a little bit, well for me anyway, a little bit more intuitively. Oh, by the way, don't forget that you can get a 30-day free trial with any DxO product. And if you want a 15% discount, use my code TOPG15. Brilliant. Now for my photography, copy and paste in PhotoLab 9 is wonderful. I can do copy and paste in the photo library. Here we go, copy and paste. And I can also do it, of course, under customize. So I'm going to move into customize because then we can see exactly what is being copied and pasted. Here we are in the customize tab. if I right click on any image, but in this one of course, and click copy correction settings, or I can do Control-Shift-C. I have various choices when it comes to pasting these settings into a new image. So I'm just going to select another image. And if I right click and do paste correction settings, I can paste all of the correction settings. I can paste selected corrections, and I can paste local adjustments, that is things like masks of course, or I can paste just the global adjustments. So I've got some choices here. And for landscape photography, the last two are really very useful. But what is particularly useful is pasting selected corrections. Okay, so I'm just going to back up a little bit and explore this pasted selected corrections in a bit more detail. So let's go back to the first image, and you'll see on the right hand side all the different corrections that I have made. Now if I go to the image I'm going to update, right click, paste correction settings, and select paste selected corrections, that's Control-Alt-V, I have a dialog box. And I have a dialog box of all the settings that were edited or created or used in the previous image. And of course then I can click paste and job done. Now the interesting thing is, if I go to this second image, you'll see that I've got fewer corrections. I've just got the color rendering, distortion, well basically my basic edits. So if I right click this image and hit copy correction settings, go to the image I'm going to paste the settings into, right click, paste correction settings, Control-Alt-V of course. The dialog box has changed. It's only included those attributes, those settings that I have changed from that image. It doesn't carry forward like Lightroom Classic does from a previous set of copying. And this is really useful because it does save a little bit of time of deselecting or even selecting particular attributes that I want to paste. So for me, that's a real winner. Now, of course, you can paste into any number of images. You just select the images you want to paste into. You're not limited. And remember, you can also do this in the photo library as well. So what are my key takeaways? Number one, auto application of a preset on import in Lightroom, just the same in PhotoLab 9, except none of the images in PhotoLab 9 are actually imported, but you can apply a preset when PhotoLab 9 loads an image for the first time. Just the same outcome. Auto sync, where you can select a bunch of images, edit one, and those edits ripple all the way through. Just the same. Easily done in PhotoLab 9. Previous settings, pasting, yeah, not really for me, so no real comment on that one. So where I think PhotoLab 9 really comes into its own is with copy and paste. It is far more intuitive for me and much more controllable. I love being able to paste all the global settings or all the local settings or every single correction setting. I also like being able to paste selected settings as well. And the fact that it picks up on the image that you're copying from, and I don't have to reselect or deselect or whatever like you would in Lightroom Classic. So for copy and paste, for me, PhotoLab 9 is a clear winner. Mind you, we all come from a different perspective with these things. And for some people, those things are just not important at all. Whatever your thoughts, just let me know in a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, bye.